Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for joining me this week. I'm really excited to see what the runes have to say for the upcoming few days. But of course, before we get into it, a little bit about the astrological energy that we have been experiencing for the past few days. It has been such a deep dive and emotional release into who we are as people, because we have just entered into Scorpio season. So happy birthday to all the Scorpios who do watch the channel. I hope you guys have a wonderful birthday season. And we have also just had Venus alongside the Sun move into Scorpio. So this is a very poignant position for Venus. This is a position that's associated with power dynamics, with the ways in which we can engage not only with the deeper parts of ourselves, but with the deeper influences, the deeper motivations of others, right? It's almost as if we have a magnifying glass that helps us see into the depths of our emotional soul, which is kind of cool. And Venus will lend her light into the more, the deeper parts of our interpersonal relationships and connections. So be advised for tapping into that energy for the next couple of weeks. We also have Saturn moved direct, which is really good. I always like it when Saturn comes out of retrograde, because a lot of our plans or a lot of the goals that we have for our own future or for the future of our families and things will start to move forward, which is really exciting. We will also have Mars going retrograde in Gemini this upcoming Sunday. So don't freak out. Retrogrades aren't bad. Retrogrades are just opportunities to turn the energy of that planet inward. So whenever I see Mars in Gemini, we're working with Mars, the planet of challenge, the planet of the ways in which we stand up for ourselves, our emotional vibrance, our physical endurance, power, all of that fun stuff. Then we have Gemini, which is ruled by Mercury, a more mercurial, intellectually driven sign, and Gemini also being mutable air. So there's this influence and emphasis on how we speak to ourselves, reevaluating our mental boundaries, understanding how we communicate with others, being more conscientious of ourselves when we do communicate, because with Mars in that sign, in the sign of communication and in the sign of Mercury, you know, Mars's energy is going to influence that. And we're going to feel a little bit more inclined to stand up for the things that we want to believe in or the things that we want to talk about. So we may be more inclined to incendiary conversation that can lead into conflict. That's not always a bad thing. Sometimes we do need conflict to create spaces for growth. That friction creates spaces for growth. But in this movement of Mars going into retrograde, I would suggest taking it easy, thinking before we speak, especially in the ways in which we speak to ourselves. It's going to be a lot about compassion in the way that we talk to ourselves. So look yourself in the mirror today, say that you're beautiful, and mean it, you know, which is going to be good. So let's see what the runes have to say for the upcoming week, because we are working through a lot of energy. We just had, we will have, I'm recording this a little bit early, but we will have the new moon in Scorpio, I believe on Tuesday. So by the time you guys see this, that will have already happened. So tapping into that energy as well. So the moon in Scorpio also is going to suggest not only will our emotional bodies be subjected to transformation or having an opportunity to transform, but Scorpio is also associated, I remember hearing this somewhere and it kind of really resonated, so I want to share with you guys. I forgot who shared it, but it's not from me. But one of these astrologers talked about how Scorpio is associated with physical movement. So we may be feeling physical shifts in our bodies, however that may manifest for some of us. Just thought to mention that. Cool. Okay, so this is interesting. We have Isa here. So Isa came out last week, Isa being the rune of ice and the rune of stillness, calmness, serenity, the rune of taking an opportunity to take a chill pill, to relax, to take a break. So many of us have been taking this break, which is good. And what I'm seeing here though is that Sowilo, the rune of the sun, of joy, happiness, of community, of connection, is literally right next to Isa. And the image that I'm getting is the sun melting the ice, right? It's melting, it's thawing. So this week we're going to be thawing. There's going to be a thawing energy during this week. So that time period of rest and relaxation, of taking time for ourselves, is going to slowly ease into more community, more connection, more relational practice. So it's just going to be lovely, because the kind of connections that we're going to be slowly entering into this week are going to be connections that bring us joy and happiness. And also, I feel a message to focus on those connections, focus on the ones that bring you joy and happiness. Also, sometimes the runes will actually make a word, because, you know, they are alphabet. It is an alphabet, so they are letters of an alphabet. And I and S, of course, create the word is. So something is, right? And the message to me here, especially for this week, it's almost as if it's saying, just be. Allow yourself to be. Allow yourself to be bored. Allow yourself to be in the situation that you're in at this moment, whether it's a change in job circumstances, whether it's a new partnership or relationship, or whether it's a new space or beginning a new phase of your life, whatever that may be. Allow yourself to be in this moment. That state of is, right? The I am state, like you are existing. The state of existing feels to be very important at this time, especially with the astrological transits that are happening. We're going to be feeling a lot more, not only emotionally, but physically. And those psychosomatic indications are going to be really important for whatever it is that we're working with. The body is always giving us clues, and there are always signs for those who wish to see. And that is, I think, a repeated line or a repeated phrase that I have read in the Quran a long time ago, which is really lovely. It always stuck with me. Then we also have on the periphery of the runes, we have Perthro, which I'm really happy to see. And Perthro being the rune of the Lot Cup, or the rune that is associated, for those who do tarot, with the High Priestess. And we also have Raido, that has fallen in Merkstav, or the Chariot in reverse. So over the weekend, what I'm hearing is slow your horses, or like slow your roll, which is going to be interesting. The feeling that I'm getting is over the weekend, so going into what I'm seeing as a Saturday and Sunday vibe, we're going to be receiving a lot of messages. Whether those messages are coming through for some of us who are more in tune with our intuitive potential or intuitive connection, we might be clairaudient, clairsentient, whatever that may be. The messages will be coming in. For those of us, some messages may be literal, like text messages or emails or messages from a friend, sister, or sibling. I'm hearing that for some of us. But these messages coming in are going to illuminate something, or they're going to reveal an aspect of your personal life or your relationship with that person. Or, for example, what I'm seeing is being in a new space or meeting new people, or, for example, being in a new work environment, and your body is responding to it. You're getting intuitive hints. You're feeling, oh, I don't know if I feel this person, or this energy feels really good to me, or I don't know about this one, but I really like this. Whatever that intuition is telling you, your body is speaking. And with Raido in reverse, Raido being the Chariot, or Raido being this energy of movement forward in Merkstav position, it's saying, don't act too hastily on the intuition or the intuitive impulses that you are receiving. Let them sit Let the messages that you receive during this week sit. Let them be. Let them exist within you. You don't have to take action on them right away. The action will be taken, and I'm feeling more so as we enter into next week. But this week is specifically about continuing this energy of relaxation, opening ourselves up to our emotional messages, to the intuitions that we may be receiving, and opening ourselves up, thawing, allowing ourselves to thaw more thoroughly than we have last week, and letting it just exist, right? Allowing ourselves to exist in this state of peacefulness, or the state of connecting with others, or the state of being with other people in new environments, whatever it is that resonates with you, because of course this is a general reading. And of course, towards the end of the week, Sunday into Monday, this Raito in reverse, we may experience momentary setbacks, nothing too crazy. It feels to me more like a misplaced key or a misplaced phone. It feels to me as like, running late for something, but that would be towards like Sunday, Monday energy. But of course, what I'm feeling with that is there's always a reason for why we miss something, or why the fairies like to play with us, or why, we may not find our keys right away and we're like 5 to 10 minutes late. I like to say that the angels do that so that they can protect you from something, right? So always take these minor setbacks or these minor pauses in this movement forward as opportunities for reflection and for understanding that your spirit team is guiding you, protecting you, and watching over you, over forces that are unseen. So that's what I see for the week ahead. Seems really beautiful, honestly, because what's really drawing to me is this Sowilo energy, this energy of the sun that's really drawing my eye. So allow yourselves to play in the sun. Should there be sunshine this week in New York? We've had a couple of days of clouds, and I'm like, sunshine, where are you? But yeah, it feels very joyful, feels very playful, but playful in the context of deepening our relationship to our emotional body. So that's what I see for the week ahead. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe below if you feel called to. It's a fun way to support the channel. It's free. And I really do appreciate you guys spending your time with me here, enjoying the runes and enjoying these conversations. I'm really excited to do more for you guys later, and I'll see you guys next week here on the channel. All right? Happy Samhain. Bye, everyone.